What's up, everybody? Welcome to Jasmine's Kitchen. Alright, today we're gonna make a sausage hash brown casserole that you can basically eat all week, hopefully. And I live with my husband, so it'll probably only last 3 days, if that. It's cool to meal prep breakfast food or any food because I don't want to cook every single day. So, let's start with the ingredients. So you're gonna need 2 cups of milk. I used whole milk. You can use whatever milk you want. I don't know if it'll taste great if you use the other milk, but if you got, allergies and everything, just look up what you can substitute whole milk with. Then you're gonna need 2 cups of medium cheddar shredded cheese. You could shred your own, but I am very lazy, so I decided not to shred my own. Then you're gonna need 6 big ol' eggs, and you're gonna need a 30-ounce frozen bag of shredded hash browns. I almost got the generic kind, but the recipe called for this brand, so I kind of wanted to do exactly what she said. Also, you need 1 pound of pork sausage. Also, salt and pepper. What else? It called for like mustard something. I'm not using that. Just season it how you want to season it. You could probably add onions to this. I'm not adding onions because I just don't want to. So yeah, add whatever seasonings you want. It also called for green onions to like garnish on top. I'm not doing that. Like, I'm trying to make this as easy as possible. Because you can just stick it in the oven and then you can eat it later. Alrighty, so the first step, you want to brown your pork sausage. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna turn my cast iron on medium heat around 6. Which you don't have to use a cast iron. I just prefer to because it tastes better in my opinion. Because mine's kind of seasoned, as you can tell. And I am going to get this out. Alright, so you're going to want to break it up. Break this sausage up. Still a bit hard. And you're going to want to brown it. The recipe says it'll take 6 minutes. It's going to take me longer because my oven doesn't really work. Our stovetop takes a minute to heat up, so. But once this cast iron's heated up, I mean, it's heated up for a while. So. Okay, so once your meat is brown like this, then the next step you're going to want to do is take it out and put it in a bowl and set it aside. Next, we're going to add in the hash browns. But first, you can either spray some oil, but I'm going to put a little bit of vegetable oil in there, just so it can get a little bit crispy. See that? You're also going to want to add some salt. And just cook this until they're golden brown. So we're going to whisk 6 eggs. Alright, let's whisk these eggs. Alright, now you're going to add the 2 cups of milk to this. And you're also going to add some salt and pepper. You can measure this if you want. I'm not gonna because you can always add more salt and pepper. That's all I'm gonna add. Alright. Now that that's done, you can set it aside. Alright, let's go back to our hash browns. Shocker, they're still not done. While I'm letting this cook again, we can switch over here. And we can oil up our pan. Gonna want to get a casserole dish. You can get these cheap at like Goodwill if you don't want to buy a new one. And I'm gonna use my spray so it doesn't stick to the bottom, because that's literally the worst when you're doing dishes. Put a fair amount on there. Alright, so since these hash browns are really soft, it said you could do it till they're soft or till they're lightly brown. The way I see it, it's going to be in the oven for 45 minutes so they can crisp up when they're in there. So I'm going to take this and you add it to your casserole dish. You could probably cook all this stuff in the cast iron, but I already got this out. We're going to add the sausage to this. Then we're going to add a half cup, it says, of cheese. You can add, honestly, however much cheese you want. Alright. Next thing you're going to do is add your egg and milk mixture. Ew. And cover it on top. You can also add more cheese if you like. Just gonna add that much. You can always add more when it comes out of the oven. Alright, now that you saw that, we're going to put it in this oven, this little sad oven, at 350 degrees. Alright, after 40 minutes, this is what it looks like.
You like that?
I prefer it to be a bit crispier. I think if it went in the oven to be reheated up again, it would taste better.
Yeah, less mushy, more crispy.
Yeah. But I also didn't like...
All the tastes are there. All the flavors are there. It's very good. I feel like you have to have some fruits on the side. Some fruits and veggies.
Yeah.
It's just potatoes, eggs, and meat. It's like a veggie hater's breakfast dream.
This would be good in a burrito.
Mm-hmm.
With hot dog.
This would be so good in a burrito with hot sauce. Or that taco sauce that I have buckets of, because Taco Bell loves to give you buckets of sauce.
Yours was definitely better, I'll say that. But you also didn't have any hash browns in it.
Oh, with potatoes.
Oh.
You don't remember that?
I do.
I think it's better with the thicker potatoes. But I think making potatoes yourself is always better than reheating up frozen potatoes.
I gave it a 6.
I think it's a 6 for me as well, and the one I made is a 7.
I think even the one you made was an 8 for me.
Really? I don't think it's an 8.
It's good. I mean, I would want more salt on mine. I just think once we heat it up again, it'll taste way better.
Coffee.
Alright, so that was sausage hash brown casserole. I think if you actually cook the hash browns or substitute like homemade potatoes, it would be better. But if you were to make like the hash browns crispy and like fully cooked before you put them in there, then I think it would have tasted better.
See, yeah, that's what we did with mine. We baked the potatoes separately
Yeah.
and then combined them after the fact.
Would I make this again? I probably would let Tanner make his.
I mean, no, you have a good foundation. Breakfast casserole is a good dish. But the most important thing to like learn when cooking is the first time, follow the recipe to the T. The second time, try one thing different. So maybe next time, literally do the exact same thing, but just cook the potatoes beforehand and then throw them in after. Also, yeah, like get your own potatoes, cut them up, bake them in the oven, or bake the potatoes and then cut them up, and then put that in there after. I think that would be a good change.
Or just like don't get frozen hash browns and get the hash browns that are by the eggs in the fridge, which would be way easier to cook and like not as much time. But I was thinking for people who are vegetarian, like your sister, they could have just substituted the meat and just did vegetables like peppers, onions,
or beans
zucchini, or beans.
to get protein.
I don't know. Beans and eggs.
You've never had a bean egg burrito? Breakfast burrito with egg beans on? Like black
No.
beans is real traditional breakfast food.
Or
in
if
other
you
parts
wanted to
of the world.
spice it up, you could have added jalapeno and chorizo instead of this sausage that we added. I think chorizo would have been good with jalapenos in there. With the cheese, kind of like substituting it, making it not as hot.
Yeah, maybe we'll make this again in the future.
Yeah.
Change a few things.
It's not terrible to heat up in the oven. I don't think it would be good if you heated it up in a microwave. With the eggs,
No.
you
Okay.
gotta do like an oven.
Or in air fryer.
Anyway, I'll have the recipe linked down below and the steps of everything and ingredients. My next video idea, I have a chicken hen. I was gonna meal prep and bake a chicken hen with vegetables. Or I was thinking of doing like ground turkey taco lettuce wraps with rice. Are you still videoing? Wait, is arigato in Thai?
Nope.